A Netflix original film.
The Wi-Fi isn't working.
In the event of a global communications breakdown, do the following. Stay inside.
What just happened here is happening everywhere.
Avoid strangers.
We've all been deserted.
I don't trust them.
And most importantly, do not panic. Julia Roberts.
What happens next?
Mahershala Ali.
I knew something was coming.
Leave the World Behind. Rated R. In select theaters now and on Netflix December 8th.
Today on CityCast Philly, tea is one of the most popular beverages around the world, just after water. And there are so many different kinds to try. You got hot, ice, herbal, caffeinated, and bubble. We break down the best places to get tea in the city with CityCast Philly food contributor Dave Wes. It's Tuesday, November 28th. I'm Trini Nuri, and here's what Philly's talking about. Dave Wes, the man behind Feeding Time TV. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back. I feel like I'm basically on the show.
Yeah, you're my co-host. All right, when it comes to food, we're talking about drinks this time. Do you have a favorite tea?
Ooh, yeah. I love all teas. I'm one of those people that I don't discriminate. I'm an equal opportunity tea drinker.
Now, I'm more of a coffee drinker, but when I'm sick, I definitely pull out that herbal tea to heal my body.
Yeah. Do the old Mariah Carey with the honey and the lemon?
Yes. Okay, so walk us through all of your tea recommendations. If we're in Philly and we're looking for tea, you have some suggestions for where we can get like a British style tea, like that's an afternoon tea.
Yes, like a fancy high noon tea, like pinky up service.
Okay, where should we go?
There's a couple of them. The one right off the bat, I would say, is Mary Cassette's Tea Room in the Rittenhouse Hotel. It's a fancy John.
Okay.
Like you can get dressed up. You have like the 3-tier plate with like different finger foods, and they call tea sandwiches. Like you're not gonna get. I don't get filled up on it, but it's a very cool spot to go. It's a beautiful hotel. You get the cucumber sandwiches, like the chicken salad sandwiches, scones, stuff like that.
I think this would be great for birthday parties, a Sunday afternoon, a different way to do brunch maybe.
Yeah, or like a Mother's Day or like a mother-daughter type day.
Now, what kind of tea do they serve there?
They have a list, so you get to pick. It's usually, I would say, more on the traditional English side, so like English breakfast, Earl Grey. I would say your standards. They do usually have maybe some premium, depending on what type of tea you do. There might be like a premium tea that's hard to find. But I usually just stick with English breakfast, get that caffeine in me.
Right.
You know what, Trinae? Another place you can get fancy tea and a good cheeseburger? The Dandelion.
Okay, I would not normally pair tea and a cheeseburger, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a British pub, the Dandelion, and they have the tea service with the tiered plates with the little tea sandwiches and bite-sized deliciousness. But if you go there and you're not filled up with all the little sandwiches and scones, they have a full menu, and the cheeseburger, I approve of it. It's good.
Okay. Do they have the same types of tea as the Mary Cassette tea room?
Yeah, they're pretty standard for like British teas.
Now, green tea is really popular. Where should I go in the city for a nice cup of green tea?
Well, we'll have to head over to Chinatown because if you're a long-time listener, I love Chinatown, and a lot of my recommendations are there. But Matcha, which is like the green tea mecca of Chinatown, you can get all sorts of like lattes, traditional. It's got that beautiful green color when you sip on it. It's really good.
I love to drink green tea after a really heavy meal, like a really like greasy, heavy meal sometimes. And I feel like that might be a great place for me to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a pretty shop too.
Cool. Any other places you would recommend in Chinatown for hot tea?
Ooh, so I know you said you're a coffee drinker, so this is best of both worlds. A Ray's Cafe in Chinatown, they have some hard to find teas. Like they have this like Red Empress tea from Taiwan, which is delicious, and it's hard to come by. But they also are one of the only places in Philly that do siphon brewed coffee. So it looks like a chemistry set, and like they heat it from the bottom. They grind their own coffee grinds. They have beans from everywhere. They have beans and teas from everywhere. It's a small little shop, mom and pop, but it's really good, and they make really good food there, Chinese food there.
I love that. I love when people take that extra step to making a beverage really, really special.
Yeah. And you can see it. Everything from them making it and to the way they serve it with their cups and the tea plates in the cup and a couple little cookies. It's, that they're taking their time on it.
Now, you mentioned an Empress tea. What actually is that?
It's a Taiwanese tea that has like a reddish tint. It has like a floral taste.
Okay, so maybe like around like the hibiscus flavors?
Yeah, because like that's another thing. So hibiscus technically isn't a tea because it's not a tea leaf; it's a flower leaf.
Okay.
So I would think that I would categorize that, like you said earlier, like the herbal teas. Because like a traditional tea can only come from tea leaves, or at least that's what I was told.
Got it.
You can Google check me.
Now, a lot of people hearing this might be like, I drink tea at home. Are there local tea companies where people who want to do their own steeping could grab some loose tea or tea bags to try?
Yes, there's a great company called Austin's Tea Company. They're a local Philly business, and they specialize in tea. Like if you need cups, if you need like china, if you need the bamboo mixer, I don't know the technical name for matcha, he sells everything that you need about tea. He's very informative. He has an Instagram, so he kind of teaches everyone about tea. And he has a pretty large catalog of everything under the sun, mostly Taiwanese teas. Very good teas. And the Instagram handle is Austin's Tea Sourcing. So it's AUSTINSTEASOURCING. Austin's Tea Sourcing.
We'll have a link in our show notes too. Okay, Dave, there is one kind of tea I have not tried yet. It's called boba tea.
You've never had boba tea before?
No, some people call it bubble tea. My kids have tried, like everyone's tried it. So explain to me like what it is.
It's basically tapioca balls. They have like a chew to them or a bite. It's very similar to, you could say like almost like a gummy bear. They have a gummy bear bite. It's a sugary taste and it's got a bounce. And they give you these fat straws that you slam on the top.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before you give it a nice shake, you have to give it a proper shake. Then you stab it, and then you get all these tapioca balls in your mouth when you slurp down. I chew them. Like I know some people just like the feel and eat them, but like I bite them like they're candy. So.
Okay. All right. So where should I go to maybe have my first boba tea or bubble tea?
I would do Tiger Sugar. That's my favorite spot.
Where's that located?
That's in Chinatown. You can't go wrong. But if you're in Chinatown, you could do a little tour of Chinatown because they have a lot of boba tea shops. Like there's Tea Do. There's a bunch of them. So I feel like there's one on every block, so you can't miss it. If there's lines long, you can always go to the next one.
Now, is there a particular flavor I should try?
I would say whatever flavor you really like because they come in all sorts of shapes. Like if you like green tea, they'll have like a green tea boba tea. There's like limitless options when it comes to a lot of these shops. Some have more options than others. Like Tiger Sugar has more of like a chocolatey flavor profile on their menu. And then Tea Do, you can get some more like fruity flavors.
I do like chai. Do they have something like that?
Ooh, chai. You know what? I'm not sure. Okay, but I'll check.
You'll
Next
check
time
it
I'm
out?
in it,
Okay.
I'll check. I'll let you know.
All right, that was Dave Wes with, again, amazing food recommendations. He's also CityCast Philly food contributor. Thank you so much for all of these great Philly teas.
Thank you so much for having me on again. When you try the bubble tea, let me know what you think of it, all right?
Okay, I definitely will. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about Philly's tea scene, tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. All right, I gotta find that boba tea. Bye.